Welcome to latest News Blaster. In an unexpected twist that has shaken social media, daytime TV icon Wendy Williams has publicly shown support for Sharina Hudson, the woman long known as Kevin Hunter's mistress and now his ex-partner. The shocking shift came just as new allegations surfaced about a fresh plan Kevin has been crafting behind the scenes, one that reportedly targets both Wendy and Shireena. Within hours of the story breaking, hashtags involving Wendy, Shireena and Kevin climbed trending charts across X, TikTok and YouTube, sparking massive debate about the trio's complex history. But beneath the viral noise is a deeper story of betrayal, unexpected alliances, and Wendy Williams stepping into a new chapter nobody predicted. This is the full breakdown of everything that's happening, a history that never stopped following them. To understand the shock of Wendy supporting Shireena, we must rewind to the years when the scandal surrounding Kevin Hunter exploded across tabloids and daytime news cycles. For over a decade, Wendy Williams was married to Kevin Hunter, her manager, business partner, and father of her only son. Their marriage was marked by loyalty, professional collaboration, and a foundation Wendy often described as ride or die. But everything changed when Wendy discovered what the world would soon learn. Kevin had maintained a long-term affair with Sharina Hudson, a woman significantly younger than Wendy, and the relationship had reportedly lasted nearly 10 years. When Shireena became pregnant, and later gave birth, the secret was no longer maintainable. Wendy's marriage collapsed publicly, and Kevin's role in her talk show empire crumbled. Shireena was thrust into an uncomfortable spotlight, portrayed by some as the villain in a very public love triangle. Yet now, years later, those lines are blurring. The new plan Kevin is cooking up. According to multiple sources close to Wendy's circle, Kevin Hunter has allegedly been working on a new legal and media plan aimed at reshaping public perception and potentially regaining leverage over both Wendy and Shireena. Several insiders claim the plan involves legal filings related to financial disputes, attempts to reframe his image using interviews and small media platforms, leveraging Wendy's health and Shireena's past involvement, positioning himself as the victim of media bias. And the most shocking detail: Shireena is reportedly refusing to participate in the plan, and that refusal angered Kevin enough to turn his strategy against her too. That's where Wendy stepped in. Wendy's unexpected move: she defends Shireena. In a twist that fans could never have predicted, Wendy recently made it clear that Shireena deserves peace and that Kevin's alleged new plan is manipulative and harmful. A source close to Wendy stated, "Wendy doesn't hate Shireena. She hates what happened, but she has moved past it. Right now she sees Shireena as another woman Kevin used. Wendy is not staying silent anymore." This sentiment alone stunned fans. For years, Wendy avoided publicly acknowledging Shireena, except in moments where pain overshadowed her usual composure. But now, Wendy is defending her. Why? Because Wendy reportedly believes Kevin is trying to drag Shireena back into drama she no longer wants any part of. Wendy is also said to be concerned about how Kevin's actions could affect Shireena's child, Kevin's daughter. In Wendy's eyes, that's a line nobody should cross. Social media reacts. This is wild. The reaction online has been explosive and mixed. Some users applaud Wendy for rising above old wounds. Others say they cannot believe Wendy would ever defend the woman who contributed to breaking her marriage. Many argue Wendy is growing, healing, and finally putting accountability where it belongs: on Kevin. A top-liked comment on X read, "It takes a powerful woman to defend the person who helped break her heart. Wendy is protecting another mother from the same man who hurt her." Another wrote, "The real villain was always Kevin. Glad Wendy sees that now." The unexpected unity between Wendy and Shireena has left fans rethinking the entire narrative. Shireena's response: silence, but louder than words. Shireena herself has not released a public statement. However, sources close to her say she is shocked Wendy would speak positively about her, relieved someone understands the pressure Kevin allegedly puts on her, focused on her daughter, and staying out of the public eye. Shireena reportedly wants nothing to do with Kevin's new media or legal plans, and has cut off communication, except for matters involving their child. One insider claims Shireena was being pressured to participate in Kevin's story reset, but she refused, which triggered Kevin's anger. If true, this paints Kevin's plan in a new, darker light. Kevin Hunter's image crisis deepens. Kevin has not publicly addressed Wendy's defense of Shireena or the allegations about his new plan, but his reputation, already damaged, appears to be taking a new hit. Over the past few years, he was removed from Wendy's production team. He lost financial support after Wendy's legal guardianship. His ventures struggled to gain traction. Online sentiment toward him remained overwhelmingly negative. Now, with Wendy and Shireena seemingly aligned, even if indirectly, Kevin stands isolated in the public narrative. This isn't just a personal blow, it's a strategic disaster. Wendy's growth, stronger, clearer, and done with fear. For fans who followed Wendy's recovery journey, this moment signals something deeper. Wendy is regaining her clarity and her voice. She has always been outspoken, but in recent years, because of health issues and legal complications, her voice was often overshadowed by guardianship updates, court filings, and speculation. Now, she seems sharper, more grounded, and more in control. Defending Shireena isn't about friendship, it's about principle. It's about calling out the pattern she herself endured. One source said, Wendy sees a woman being targeted by the same man who once controlled every part of her life. She won't let Kevin do that to someone else. That is a powerful statement. The public's shifting opinion of Shireena. For years, Shireena was cast as the homewrecker, but today the narrative is shifting. People are starting to see she was manipulated by Kevin too. She was young when the relationship began. Kevin controlled both women in different ways. She never wanted a war with Wendy. She is now distancing herself from Kevin. This shift wouldn't be happening if Wendy hadn't spoken up. When the woman who was hurt the most expresses empathy for the one who contributed to her pain, that changes the entire landscape of public perception. What this means for Wendy's future. Wendy has been fighting for her health, her freedom, her finances, her legacy. Supporting Shireena doesn't weaken her. It makes her look stronger, wiser, and more in control than she has seemed in years. She is showing emotional intelligence, resilience, and a new form of